Hello, everybody. My name is Zertuku, and welcome back to another book. Finally, after all this time, we're finally going to do a book after all this waiting. And guess what? I got Akari back after all this time to actually read one of my books. And she is joined with the Viking behind me, even though you can't see the Viking because the Viking is camera shy. So, uh, I hope you guys are ready for this one.
I hope it's unpaused. Okay. Hello, everyone. It's Akari here, ready to read Fluffy the Strange. Within the twilight hour of the cold Netherlands, a group of American soldiers are closing in on a terrorist base. As American soldiers surround around the terrorist base, they immediately stop at a command halt. The terrorist base sounds an alarm and unmanned turret rose from the ground. It started shooting machine gun fire and rockets at the soldiers. As an immediate response, the soldiers start running into attack with a swarm of army soldiers and tanks, firing at the base. Sounds like a good time. Within the terrorist base, there's a dark tower where
Yeah, it does sound like fun. It's Unreal Tournament, probably.
a malevolent being lies. It's sitting alone in the darkness watching the battle within the base through the cameras. What useless flies! I am unprepared for this, but there will be consequences for this annoyance, said the malevolent being as his mechanical fingers pressed the buttons on the dashboard. As the American soldiers are closing in on the tower, defeating the mechanical torrent, one by one, all of a sudden out of the dark tower fires multiple escape pods going in different directions. Back within the tower, the malevolent
Malevolent.
being is still watching. Interesting. Prepare for the transporter for my escape and mark all of their lost experiments, said the malevolent being, speaking into a
Are you trying to
microphone.
do like a Dr. Cockroach voice?
Oh, cut it out! You ain't much better with the voices.
Name the reference and you're awesome.
I think you already gave it away.
I didn't say the title, just go.
Weirdo. The malevolent shadow turns into the darkness with its red glowing eyes and disappears in the yellow light. After the American soldiers seized the tower by taking down many armed guards, and those who were armed were arrested by the military police. Come on, thank you. Miles away is a small town surrounded by wilderness. The name of the small town is Applewood. Applewood is an extremely old town in America that used to be a mining town back in the 1800s. Due to Applewood's ancient history, there are many abandoned buildings sitting out in the middle of the wilderness. Sitting in the exact center of Applewood is the up-to-date town with a very large school for children of all ages sitting inside. Applewood gets its name from its natural overgrowth of healthy apple trees. Yum. During the fall season, Applewood becomes a tourist attraction due to its many apple picking farms and famous restaurants with delicious apple pie that is known worldwide as the number one best in America. Okay, I need to visit this.
Too
Some
bad it doesn't exist.
I
I
know.
pulled it out of my ass.
Okay, ew.
You didn't have to make
Barrett.
it. We're a giggly bitch by nature.
Somewhere in the wilderness of Applewood, there is a clear opening filled with many different flowers. Amongst the flowers is a little girl who likes to go outside a lot and pick the flowers. Damn. The little girl's name is Joyce Marble, who is an extremely outgoing little girl.
Supposed to be Mabel, but whatever.
Oh, hush back there, Peanut Gallery.
But I written it.
Wrote it, not written.
Is there? No, just keep reading.
Anywho, Joyce has brown hair with two cute, adorable pigtails and wearing a green and blue dress with a picture of an apple in the center. Okay, that is pretty adorable. As Joyce was entering the beautiful day, all of a sudden she hears an explosion that goes off deep within the woods. Kaboom! Really?
Couldn't help myself.
Out of curiosity, she goes to investigate. Deep into the woods, an escape pod has landed on the top of a hill. Okay, this ought to be interesting. Out of the escape pod jumps a small creature who begins to make its way into the woods. Meanwhile, Joyce is still wandering around the woods and got herself lost. Oof.
Drink time.
And I spilled on myself.
No! Don't make a mess. Please do not get anything on my PC.
It's not on your PC, it's on the chair.
Okay, thank God.
Calm down back there. Everything's fine. I was just really cold on my leg. Anywho.
Nothing but a little cleaning can fix. But anyways, moving on.
I could have sworn that strange noise came from this way, said Joyce with complete ignorance, looking around her surroundings. All of a sudden, Joyce hears a rustling noise in the bushes behind her. Out of ignorance and pure instinct, could have just said innocence for this.
Yeah. Need a thesaurus or a dictionary.
Joyce turns around and looks into the bush, and there she sees a 12-inch tall, round, orange-colored creature with large green eyes and cat-like ears. You're so adorable! said Joyce as she picks up the strange creature and immediately hugs it. Says the strange creature as it tries to push away from being cuddled to death.
It's supposed to be like, nah.
Oh, shish!
Hey, I try.
Eventually, Joyce stops cuddling the strange creature and looks at it while she holds it in her hands.
Loyal?
There you go. Just it's that thing.
What, you couldn't do it, the sound?
Oh, wait, I skipped a line. Oops.
Itty dum 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 dum. Who the fuck is Elba Maple Flip?
No one fucking cares.
That's the point.
Screw you.
Stop! Not on video! Because that's getting weird.
Only you are taking it that way. Weirdo.
Curse role players.
Anyway, I am going to name you Fluffy, said Joyce with a happy smile. Now you can do that stupid loyal thing.
Loyal? Actually, I think it might be Loyai, actually, because it's probably spelled different. I don't know.
Whatever.
I can't see from way back here, so...
It's L-U-Y-I and then L-U-Y-A.
Yeah, I think the A one is loyal, and the one with the I is Loyai.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Responded the strange creature, looking at Joyce with a confused look, and then it smiled with happiness, seemingly accepting the name. Let's go see Brother Isaac and show you to my mom to see if you're a keeper, said Joyce with a cute, adorable voice filled with ignorance and happiness. Okay, I am not reading all this weirdness.
What?
This weird sounding things because I don't know how to pronounce it and I don't want to fuck it up.
Okay, fair enough. The audience can see and they could probably take a shitty guess.
This would be better off in an anime,
Don't I wish?
said Fluffy at first, with confusion, but then with happiness and excitement. Okay then, said Joyce with happiness as she puts a Fluffy inside of a little basket with flowers that she picked. Okay, that's adorable.
There's a lot of that.
Now Fluffy is
you will die
inside
of cuteness overload.
Now Fluffy is inside a little round basket surrounded by flowers looking like an orange puffball. could just imagine that. Mm.
Take that.
Well, I'm more picturing it as Morris, who is an orange fluff ball.
Mm, that makes sense.
As Joyce makes her way home by doing a cute and adorable skipping jog, her twin brother Isaac is in his bedroom building a model spaceship. Nice. Unlike his airheaded sister, Isaac is a very smart, intelligent young boy. Isaac also has short, spiky brown hair and wears a blue hat with a picture of an arrowhead on it. He also wears a blue t shirt with a picture of Saturn on it. Isaac always wanted to be a scientist for NASA, and as a result, he's always building modeled spaceships in his bedroom and has all kinds of posters of outer space. I am home! Shouted Joyce as she takes Fluffy out of the basket and immediately runs up the stairs to the second floor to see her brother. As Isaac was just finishing his model, he heard a knock on the door. Yes, come in, said Isaac, not really paying attention, and coming from the door is Joyce holding Fluffy with her two hands. Hello, brother. I don't know why I just sounded, freaking English there, but okay. We'll go with
I
it.
don't. I don't. What do you mean? Like you're starting to sound like
UK. Uber.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to show you something I found in the woods, said Joyce with innocence. We'll go with that instead of ignorance. I don't have time to look at one of your stupid stray animals that you found in the woods today, said Isaac with attitude. Aww, why do you have to be so mean? Said Joyce with puppy
I
dog
get the
eyes.
feeling that Akari is really liking Joyce.
Because I have had a mean brother at one time.
Because I'm awesome and you're not.
I am definitely gonna stay out of that.
The
So
Viking
my
is.
girlfriend isn't going to agree with this.
I'm gonna choose neither side.
Neither side.
So she pleads the fifth.
I definitely plead the fifth.
I
Okay.
have no idea what's going on now. I lost my mind.
That is because I am awesome and you're just plain you.
But I write you don't.
You may be a writer, but I am full of awesomeness.
You're full of smoke.
Just read.
Anywho, another drink break. I'm just being honest. And there we go, all finished, said Isaac as he just completed his spaceship model. He then turns around and sees Fluffy for the first time. Lawyer? Said Fluffy, with both confusion and then happiness. Joyce? What in the blue blazes is this thing? Asked Isaac with concern in his voice. It's Fluffy! Do you want to hold him? Asked Joyce with innocence. Lawyer! Okay, I'm not trying to do that anymore.
Why are you trying when you already said you were giving up on it?
Because I don't like giving up, okay?
Fair enough.
Said Fluffy with happiness as Joyce holds the creature up to Isaac with presentation. Okay. I guess so, said Isaac with hesitation. As Isaac holds Fluffy for the first time, he is confused about the creature because its fur is like touching the leaves on a pine tree. Yet, beneath its fur, the skin feels really strange, almost like a synthetic texture of what feels like normal flesh, but also like a rubber balloon. That is sending my sensory overload like to a whole other extent. Yeah, I do not like that. There's no feeling of bones. It just feels like he's holding a rubber balloon filled with water and air. Okay, that is definitely strange. The texture was so strange to him that he immediately dropped Fluffy on the floor. Oof.
Yeah, that is exactly what Fluffy feels like. So every time when I tried to roleplay with that character, I wanted to make that description, but I felt like I was giving too much away. But yeah, that's exactly what he feels like when you try to hold him.
As Fluffy falls onto the floor, he shakes his body left and right out of pain from falling on the floor. Hey! Why'd you drop Fluffy on the floor like that? That wasn't very nice, shouted Joyce with anger. You have no idea what that thing is. It could be dangerous for all you know, said Isaac with frustration. At the same time, Fluffy leaves the room while both the brother and sister were arguing. Kids, can you come downstairs? Shouted Isaac and Joyce's mother. Coming, Mommy! Joyce shouted back with a cute and adorable shout as they both go downstairs. Isaac follows Joyce as he rolls his eyes to the situation. When the kids make their way downstairs, they see their mother frantically looking around the house, and now she is standing in the kitchen waiting for her kids to show up. Have you two seen my keys? I have a job interview in less than an hour, and school starts in less than 5 minutes, explained the mother. Oh, the normal thing. The mom losing the key and not knowing where the fuck it is.
This is actually kind of an interesting idea to read on.
It's cliche!
It's cliche, but we'll watch what it does.
No, we haven't seen your keys, Mommy, said Joyce with innocence, ignorance, whatever. At the same time, while the kids were talking to their mother, Fluffy was ignorantly exploring the house. Innocently, it should be. Fluffy jumped up onto the couch and walked around a little bit on the fluffy cushions. When the Fluffy decided to sit down and relax against a pillow on the couch, he heard the sound of a chime behind the pillow. Out of confusion and innocence, Fluffy removed the pillow and dropped it on the floor. He saw the keys slowly sinking into the couch cushions. Fluffy then picked up the keys, jumped onto the floor, and walked to the mother and the two kids. Getting both the kids in the mother's attention was the sound of jiggling keys. Oof. Alrighty.
You see what I mean? It's this creature that we don't even know what it is. I'm sure this whole cliche was used to show, I'm pretty darn sure you can figure it out.
It's the writer's cliche of introducing the character to a parent, basically.
No, you idiots! You don't. Wow. Never
I'm
mind.
giving you shit. Take the damn shit.
I don't want to, but okay.
You can keep it, Chels. Sorry.
Hey!
Yes, please try to avoid that at all costs. Just read, Akari, turn around. You can put that birdie back in its cage.
The birdie belongs in your big fat nose.
What the flying frickin' is happening? You know what? Just read.
The reader without rebellion.
I'm dead.
Can you please recover so we can continue on? I don't want this to be an hour-long video like some of my other books.
Maybe I might just be able to do that for you. What's that thing? Asked the mother with confusion as she looks upon the strange creature known as Fluffy. Oh, that's my new pet, Fluffy. Isn't he adorable? Explained Joyce. Oh, please. You don't even know if it's a boy or a girl or whatever it is, said Isaac as he rolls his eyes. What? Said Fluffy, offering the keys to the mother. Okay, that's pretty cute. I can only imagine. The closest thing I can imagine to this would be Jigglypuff. Like,
Jiggly! Sorry, I imagined it too, and yes, that is adorable.
well, aren't you a smart little cute and adorable fellow? Said the mother as she takes the keys from Fluffy, at the same time giving Fluffy head pats. This creature gets stranger by the minute, Isaac whispers to himself. And you're just a very strange kid filled with anger. How about that? Okay, kids. I will be back home by 3. Isaac, I'll leave it to you to walk your sister to school. Wait, if you have an interview in 30 minutes, but school starts at 5, why don't you just take the kids to school and then go to your
Because I
interview?
didn't actually, because the school's not too far from their location.
If it's not too far, then it shouldn't take long for her to take her kids to school.
Plot convenience?
This is why I say he would not be a good dad.
Do you really think that I would do the things that my characters that I write in stories?
I wouldn't put it past you.
You're so evil. Now get back to back to reading, please. Stop laughing. I'm gonna die of laughter.
Good. Not really. Compose yourself.
What'd you do?
Oh shit!
No! Don't! You just messed up my book. Please do not save. I need to go back and well, actually, you know what? If I exit out and like not save, and then it won't be a problem.
Hold on. Technical difficulties.
This is what we get for laughing too much.
All right, I'm here. All right. I'll see you then, said the mother as she makes her way out the door. After the mother leaves, Isaac slowly walks up to Fluffy and kneels down, staring at him. Fluffy stares back at Isaac with a confused look. Isaac then pulls a hair off of Fluffy's nose. Ow! It screeches, that's what I'm just going to say. After getting his hair pulled off his nose, as a defensive position, Fluffy covers up his nose with a little cute and adorable like arms. Out of pain, Fluffy starts to look like he's about to cry. Oh! Tears are running down my face from laughing so hard.
And you die in a cuteness overload.
Maybe you are, but I am tough.
Like it's one Markiplier's trying not to laugh. I'm tough. I may be thick, but I'm tough. I'm not floppy or whatever. I can't remember the lines he said.
Dude, you are seriously stuttering and messing up that so bad.
Yes, I apologize.
So stop before you embarrass yourself more.
Okay, fine. You win.
Anywho. Hey! What'd you do that for? Shouted Joy, standing in between Isaac and Fluffy. DNA sample, said Isaac as he stands up and pulls a test tube out of one of his pockets and slips the hair inside. DNA what? Joyce responded with confusion.
Wow. This girl is dumb.
Judging by how old I think these guys are, according to their behaviors, I'm assuming that they're between about 7 to 10 years old.
You know, you're kind of close.
So, in that regards, DNA stuff wouldn't be discussed when they're that young.
Actually, that I didn't know, so thanks for the information.
Okay, anywho, we get to figure out what this creature is since you're too stupid to ask the smart questions, said Isaac as he grabs his backpack on the way out the door. Damn, this person definitely reminds me of a certain someone.
Give me a minute to think about that.
Sure, you and Steven were assholes to me.
Yet again, give me a minute to think about that one.
Anywho, I am not stupid. I am cute. There is a difference. Just because you're cute doesn't mean that you're not dumb.
She doesn't know the difference.
Case in point. Joy. Okay.
Don't injure yourself even more.
I'll be fine. I am a natural hazard for injuring myself, okay? It just comes naturally and I don't know why.
Just keep reading before I accidentally start laughing and spitting out my drink.
Ew.
Yes, indeed.
Please do not cover the Viking in your spit.
She's sitting on the other side. I'm not. Yeah, it's more likely gonna go onto the table.
Okay?
Yeah, but too far away. But anyways, continue reading, please.
Okay. Joyce responded with an angry, cute, adorable lip. look like she follows Isaac out the door with her backpack. A minute later, both Isaac and Joyce are making their way to school, walking on the sidewalk peacefully. At the same time, Joyce was still sulking for being called stupid, and Isaac was looking inside of the test tube with Fluffy's hair with a curious look. If you're through sulking, you should notice that your little alien pet is following us, said Isaac with a calm voice. Immediately, Joyce made a confused noise, and out of curiosity, she looked behind. Only 13 feet away, Fluffy was following Joyce. Joyce stopped and waited for Fluffy to catch up to her. Sorry, Fluffy, but there are no pets allowed at school, said Joyce. As an immediate response, Fluffy looked at Joyce and gave a sad face and then a puppy dog eyes. Oh, I can't say no to that face, said Joyce as she immediately broke and picked up the Fluffy and gave him cuddles. Too soft. Anywho, Fluffy did his random thing as he gets cuddled. Anywho, my sister's stupidity knows no bounds, whispered Isaac as he continues to walk to school. Dude, you are an a-hole.
Well, you gotta admit he has a point.
Just because he's quote-unquote intelligent doesn't mean that he needs to be an ass.
Well, we all know that's typical sibling rivalry now, isn't it?
True. I can't really deny that one.
Yay, I win!
You will have this win once, but you will not get the next one.
Checkmate.
You gonna be okay back there?
I'm gonna be okay. Just keep reading.
You look a little red.
Ignore the laughing people behind.
Okay, Mr. Spike.
It's normal for me.
I'm just going to keep my thought to myself right now. Okay. Holding Fluffy in her arms, she runs to school with excitement. I cannot wait to show you at school show and tell, shouted Joyce with excitement and innocence. 30 seconds later, both Isaac and Joyce passed through the entry gate for the school. I'm going to take the DNA sample to my science teacher, Professor Magari?
I remember I tried to use a Japanese name, but I hand typed it, not knowing how to spell it.
Okay, tell me what it's supposed to say.
The problem is Akari. I don't remember what it is. It's been a while since I written this last year. It's been a year. How am I supposed to remember this?
Okay, Mr. Memory of a Goldfish. You alright over there, Viking?
Dying back here.
I think we all are. Now just get back to reading. Please.
You head towards class. Okay? Okay, Joyce? Said Isaac as he makes his way to the science class. Okay! Whispered Joyce with ignorance and confusion. What is up with these two words going hand in hand with you all the time? Open your book of words.
It's to describe her reactions and
You need better word description.
Yeah. Need a dictionary of thesaurus.
The professor is a Japanese science teacher, working here at the school. Isaac and the professor share a friendship level of teacher and student where Isaac admires him for being who he is. Sometimes Isaac comes to school to show him things that he finds and the professor tells him what it is. Isaac enters the science classroom. Professor! This time I definitely found something really very strange, said Isaac as he walks up to the science teacher. The science teacher was busy on his computer finishing up paperwork. Isaac, what do you find this time? Said the science teacher with a slight hint of surprise as he turns around in his computer chair to see Isaac behind him. My sister found a strange creature in the woods, and I was able to get a DNA sample for you to look at, explained Isaac as he hands over the test tube with Fluffy's hair inside. Well, let's see what we got here, replied the science teacher with curiosity, as he takes the test tube and pulls a little orange hair out. Are you sure this tiny piece of hair came from an animal? Asked the science teacher with the confusion. Yes. Why? Asked Isaac with curiosity as he takes off his backpack and sits it down on the school table. Well, it's kind of strange. It feels, well, for lack of better word, would be synthetic, explained the science teacher. Well, that's why I brought it to you, because the creature is very strange looking. I want to know what it is and where it came from, explained Isaac. Well, let's put this little piece of hair in my computer. DNA scanner, said the science teacher as he puts the hair inside the little device. Now, the scanners can take some time, just to let you know, explained the science teacher. I don't mind waiting here for my own education, explained Isaac as he pulls up a chair. I'm pretty darn sure that the principal Paula will understand, responded the science teacher. Um,
Don't even. Don't even.
Fine.
Thank you.
Not.
Fuck. Why did I do that? Just
Look,
that's
any kind
that's
of
gonna wind up being a meme at some point.
in any kind of real situation, when it comes to something like this, a normal teacher would be sending that kid to his normal class.
Well,
Especially if it's going to take
it's-
time and take up his time that he's supposed to be learning in a different class. And a principal would
yeah, but
definitely
you're
be.
ignoring the fact it's for his education, so it would be excused.
Not really.
I don't know about that. You know what? Just keep reading.
He definitely has a fantasy about how schools are run. Anywho,
I have a fantasy about everything. Have you not figured that out?
I know you live in a fantasy. It's okay.
Let's not
Yawn.
dwell on it too much. Just read.
Anyways, meanwhile, Joyce was slowly making her way to her first period class. As she was making her way through the outdoor pavilion hallway, she noticed that there were a bunch of tools left on one of the window sills on the concrete wall. Oh, well, it looks like maintenance is finally fixing that broken window, Joyce says to herself. Okay, Fluffy makes his little noise. So Fluffy, with an adorable happiness as he waves his little arms as he's being held by Joyce in
His
her
little nubblies.
two little arms. Okay, this kind of reminds me of oh my god, I can't remember that Pokemon's name, but the one that's always in the little egg. Yes, Togepi.
Togepi.
Yes,
And it
Togepi.
just kind of goes. Boop, 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 boop.
Yep.
Anywho, all of a sudden, Joyce gets stopped by three girls. Oh no, it's Jessie. Uh, Joyce whispered to herself, remembering how many times Jessie and her two friends have bullied her before. Jessie is only a year older than Joyce, and she wears a pink jacket with a red skirt, and she's blonde. Why is it always the blondes with you?
Well, at least this time it's only one.
Sure.
Last time it was a mistake. I didn't think about it too much.
With a single ponytail. Well, well, well. If it's not a little Miss Airhead, said Jessie with a mocking attitude. You're not going to hurt me again, are you? Said Joyce with a cute, adorable puppy dog eyes. No, why? And why would we do that? We are very nice girls, aren't we, girls? Said Jessie as she looks at her two older friends. No, we wouldn't hurt a fly, said both of Jessie's
All I can
friends.
think of is from Lilo and Stitch. Yeah. Well, I couldn't help it. It just popped in my head. Anyways, continue on.
More of I was thinking of the movie Mean Girls, but okay, we can go with that.
I have no idea what the fuck that is, but continue on.
It's a teenage girl movie, yes, of course you wouldn't know. Remarking sarcasm at the same time giggling. Look at my new pet, Fluffy, said Joyce as she holds Fluffy really closer to Jessie. Wow. These a-holes bully you, yet you're gonna hold up a creature that you just found and you like to a group of bullies. Now I can see your stupidity at its finest.
Yes, it's pretty clear. It's a dumb little girl.
Anyway, Fluffy enjoying being held up in the air as he waves his little arms with happiness. Yuck! It's an orange tennis ball! And you know what we do with tennis balls to you, do you? Said Jessie. No. What do you do? Asked Joyce would complete. Oh my god! We play tennis with them! This poor guy!
This poor girl.
Guy, the fluffy dude thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fair enough.
I think he forgot the gender of his own creature.
No, actually, the thing is, I never gave a gender to Fluffy.
Well, so far you've been giving it he, him this terms.
Yeah, that's because that's the easiest way of doing it.
The Viking has no words.
Just
It's
read.
okay. The Viking is beautiful.
No, just no.
She's not supposed to be to you.
Just read.
Said Jessie as she quickly grabs Fluffy by the fur on top of its head. She yanks Fluffy out of Joyce's hands and then she quickly grabs a hammer that was left on the windowsill. Oh my god, this poor creature! Hopefully at least it doesn't have bones. So it shouldn't be hurt too much for it.
Well, yeah, whatever. You just read on. Yeah, you're still gonna feel a little sorry.
I mean, it's pretty much the same thing as Jigglypuff getting his ass whooped.
Yeah. You can just kind of just imagine Jigglypuff fighting a fighting type Pokemon and getting crap punched out of it.
I'm pretty sure that did happen at once.
I don't remember that from the show.
It may have. I don't know. My memory's not the greatest with that.
Now, who's the goldfish?
At least I have more of a memory than you.
You know what? Just keep reading.
Anywho, she serves Fluffy like a tennis ball with a hammer slamming directly into his nose, and he bounces off the brick wall approximately 13 feet away. Quickly bouncing back from hitting the brick wall, Jessie rebounds and hits Fluffy again in the top of its head, making it bounce off the hammer and into the brick wall like a tennis ball. Boing, 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 boing. My head, my butt, my head, my butt. More like it's my nose, my head, my nose, my head. This poor thing. Gonna have one hell of a headache. At the same time, each blow sounded like loud metal slamming into flesh as poor Fluffy is being bounced around like a tennis ball. After the third time bouncing off the brick wall, Jessie backhands the hammer with the sharp edge, making it scratch onto Fluffy's flesh. Ow! As he goes bouncing out into the courtyard. Meanwhile, back at the science class, both the science teacher and Isaac are sitting waiting for the test results. All of a sudden, they hear a beep on their computer. I'm at a loss for words, said the science teacher, looking at the test results on the computer. What is it? What is it there, Professor? Asked Isaac with excitement. According to this, it looks like as if this creature was genetically altered, or for a better way to put it, it was created in a lab, explained the science teacher. Really? Isaac responded with excitement. Yes, and if I were you, I'd be careful with, well, whatever this creature is, because people don't just make these creatures without a purpose or an ability to defend itself, explained the science teacher. True. Meanwhile, back outside, Fluffy is lying in the dirt. Immediately, he composes himself from being hit and stands up, stares at Jessie with an angry look. Uh-oh. I think you pissed it off. looks like the weak little fluff ball wants to fight me. What are you going to do? Cute me to death? Said Jessie with mockery and sarcasm as her and her friends laughed maniacally. All of a sudden, Fluffy closes his eyes and scatters his feet on the ground and makes a tiny little leap, with him opening up his mouth. When he does so, a massive gust of wind is pulling towards Fluffy's mouth. Oh, like Kirby! Nice! Ah, my skirt! Shouted Jessie as she tries to keep her skirt from showing her. Yeah, okay. All of the.
Pantsuit.
Shush! All the girls, including Joyce, are hanging onto their skirts with the massive gust of wind blowing their hair and clothes towards the circling funnel near Fluffy's mouth. As sand and debris is being kicked up, it's being pulled into Fluffy's stomach, where a black hole lies and all the matter is being atomized into.
Atomized. It's atomized, but
Okay, whatever. Atomized
it's a
into
science word, so I
nothing
understand.
due to the black hole's intense gravitational force. Fluffy is not inhaling, but instead the black hole within his stomach is creating a gravitational vortex. Due to Fluffy's mouth shape, it is like an aiming funnel being forced on the targeted attack. As the powerful gust of gravitational wind is circling, it seems that most of the gravitational force is being forced on the hammer in Jessie's hand. Jessie tries to hang on to the hammer, but the powerful gravitational force knocks Jessie onto the ground as she tries to hang onto the hammer. It slips out of her fingers. As the hammer is being drawn into the gravitational vortex, Fluffy swallows the hammer and the gust of wind stops. All of a sudden, Fluffy twirls into the air and a bright, blinding light appears. Jessie stands up with her hand in front of her face, trying to look at the blinding light illuminating half of the school. Within the blinding light, Fluffy takes a combat stance, and suddenly a knight's helmet slams onto its head, disorientating him for a little bit. You definitely took this from Kirby. Right back at you.
What do you think this is inspired by?
Yeah, definitely by Kirby. It's literally an exact replica of what happens when Kirby gets transformed. I'll give you points for the intense details of this, but
Thank you.
also negative points for ripping off an awesome TV show.
The ripping off is not exactly the word I would use. I would say inspiration.
Sure. Sure, you can go with that, I guess.
But I do.
It's close. It's too close.
Mm,
Though, in my eyes, Kirby would more or less not really feel like this creature, but have a mixture of being soft, but kind of like a stress ball. Because, I mean,
there's no actual description of what Kirby feels like when you pick him up, so it's kind of weird.
well, by the looks of it, he's able to be picked up with ease, so he's probably not that heavy.
Yeah, well, and it is described that Kirby's kind of light. But anyways, we're getting off topic.
Not really, it is based off of Kirby.
Inspiration.
Doesn't matter what you call it, it's still the same damn thing.
Thank you.
Anyway. The hammer then comes and bangs onto the knight's helmet, allowing Fluffy to enter a combat stance. Phoebus Fluffy? Is that what that's supposed to say?
Yeah, the idea is that Fluffy doesn't know how to speak English very well.
I think he's trying to say weapons Fluffy.
Maybe. The Viking next to me is dying because he has no idea what to make of it.
She.
she, whatever. Just not this again. Please, not this again. What was that for? You know what? Just read.
I like her laugh. It's so cute. Anyway, hmm, shout Fluffy as he lands on.
Mike, you laugh.
Look at how red he is. He
I'm gonna die.
looks like a fucking cherry.
I'm gonna die.
Actually, no. In Angel Justice's words, he's like a strawberry pimp.
Stop. Please, just read. God damn it.
Siblings are awesome. At times.
Read.
I'm choking, but I'll be fine though. Okay. As he lands on the ground in front of Jessie and all of the other girls. As Fluffy stands before Jessie in his new form, Jessie is confused and doesn't know what to make of the situation. All of a sudden, Fluffy charges towards Jessie, and out of fear, she steps backwards. Fluffy jumps and swings the hammer, breaking Jessie's hand, and then slams the hammer into her stomach, making her rise 10 feet in the air. Fluffy jumps into attack position and holds the hammer out as it grows 3 times its size. He swings it, breaking Jessie's nose and cracking her skull as she goes flying through the window, slamming into her door. She done dead.
She somehow survives this. Ping! My fault.
You weren't supposed to give it away!
Well, whatever.
Anywho, Fluffy lands on his feet and with a flash of light returns to his normal form. He then jumps towards Joyce, giving her cuddles. Fluffy? Asked Joyce with confusing, holding Fluffy lightly to her stomach. To be continued.
I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. And this is Azurduku and his people signing out.